Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's the lifeblood of Pakistan's agriculture: irrigation. Without it, the vast fertile lands of the country wouldn't be nearly as productive as they are. The story of irrigation in Pakistan is a fascinating journey of evolution, from ancient, simple techniques to massive, modern engineering marvels. In this video, we'll explore the traditional irrigation methods that served farmers for centuries, understand their limitations, and then see how modern systems have transformed the agricultural landscape. Let's get started. First, let's travel back in time to look at the traditional methods. These techniques were clever solutions developed based on local needs, the climate, and the technology of the era. One of the oldest is the Shaduf. It's a simple but effective device, a long pole balanced on a pivot, with a bucket on one end and a heavy counterweight on the other. A farmer would pull the rope to lower the bucket into a river or a low-lying well, and the counterweight would help lift the water. While ingenious, the Shaduf was labor-intensive and could only water a very small plot of land. Today, it's pretty much a relic of the past. Next up is the shaza. This method used animal power, usually oxen or camels, to lift water from deeper wells. The animals would walk away from the well, pulling a rope attached to a large leather bag, or chasa, filled with water. Once the bag reached the top, the water was emptied into a channel leading to the fields. The chasa allowed farmers to access deeper groundwater than the Shaduf, but it was still a slow process and relied heavily on animal labor. As you can imagine, its use has also declined dramatically with the advent of more efficient methods. A more advanced animal-powered system is the Persian wheel, also known as irrigation. This device consists of a large wheel with a series of buckets attached to its rim. As animals walk in a circle, they turn a gear mechanism that rotates the wheel. The buckets dip into the water source, fill up, and as they reach the top, they empty the water into a trough. The Persian wheel was a significant improvement because it provided a continuous flow of water and could irrigate a much larger area. In fact, some small-scale farmers in certain regions still use it today. Now, for a truly unique system, the kares or kanot, found mainly in the arid province of Baluchistan, the kares is an amazing feat of ancient engineering. It is a system of underground tunnels that tap into groundwater from aquifers at the base of hills and mountains. These tunnels gently slope downwards, allowing water to flow by gravity over many kilometers to the fields. Vertical shafts are dug along the tunnel's path for ventilation and maintenance. The biggest advantage of the kares is that it minimizes water loss from evaporation, which is crucial in a hot, dry climate. However, constructing and maintaining these underground channels is extremely difficult and expensive. Then we have inundation canals. These are simple canals dug to divert water directly from rivers. They only fill up and supply water when the river level is high, typically during the monsoon season or when snow melts in the mountains. This means they provide water on a seasonal basis and can be unreliable. Their supply is entirely dependent on the natural rise and fall of the river, making them unsuitable for year-round cultivation. In the mountainous northern regions of Pakistan, you'll find diversion channels. These are small, narrow channels built along hillsides to capture water from streams and rivers. The water is then carefully guided to irrigate terraced fields carved into the slopes. It's a method perfectly adapted to the challenging terrain, allowing communities to practice agriculture in areas where flat land is scarce. Finally, there's tank irrigation. This involves building small earthen dams or embankments across streams to create a reservoir or tank to store rainwater. This collected water is then used to irrigate crops during dry spells when other sources are unavailable. It's a localized and effective way of harvesting rainwater, especially in areas with seasonal rainfall patterns. So, while these traditional methods were innovative for their time, and some are still in use, they all share common limitations. They can generally only irrigate small areas. Most require intensive human or animal labor, which is inefficient. They are often difficult and costly to maintain, especially systems like the canals, and perhaps most importantly, their water supply is often irregular and seasonal, making it hard for farmers to plan their crops and get consistent yields. It was these limitations that drove the need for the modern, large-scale irrigation systems we see today. This brings us to the modern era of irrigation in Pakistan. Modern agriculture demands systems that are efficient, reliable, and can cover vast expanses of land. The cornerstone of this modern network is the perennial canal system. These are massive canals that get a consistent supply of water from huge dams and barrages built on major rivers, like the Indus. Unlike inundation canals, perennial canals provide water all year round, enabling farmers to grow multiple crops. This network, one of the largest in the world, irrigates millions of acres of farmland. Beyond irrigation, the dams that feed these canals are also vital for generating hydroelectric power and controlling devastating floods. Another game changer has been the tube well. Tube wells are essentially deep wells fitted with electric or diesel-powered pumps to extract groundwater. They offer farmers a reliable and on-demand water source right on their own land. This has given them incredible control over irrigation, freeing them from the uncertainties of canal water supply. Tube wells are incredibly important, irrigating about 23% of all irrigated land in Pakistan. They also play a role in managing the water table, preventing it from rising too high and causing waterlogging. As water conservation becomes more critical, methods like sprinkler irrigation are gaining popularity. This system uses a network of pipes to spray water over crops, much like natural rainfall. It's far more efficient than traditional flood irrigation, where a lot of water is lost to evaporation and runoff. Sprinkler systems ensure a uniform distribution of water, which helps prevent problems like waterlogging and soil salinity, because of the high initial installation cost. They are mostly used for high-value crops, orchards, and in areas where water is particularly scarce. Lastly, in emergency situations, there's the use of water tankers. These trucks are filled with water and driven to areas facing acute water shortages. While they provide immediate relief, they are an extremely expensive and impractical solution for regular agricultural irrigation. Their use is typically limited to saving high-value crops during a severe drought or when other systems fail unexpectedly. So, to wrap things up, the irrigation system in Pakistan has come a long way. It has evolved from simple, labor-intensive traditional methods to a complex, efficient, and modern network that underpins the entire agricultural sector. These modern systems are crucial for increasing crop yields, conserving precious water resources, and supporting the national economy. Understanding this evolution helps us appreciate the critical importance of smart water management and the ongoing need for sustainable agricultural practices. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. See you in the next one.